Hi.
Hi.
What's up, bud?
Hello.
Hey. I decided I wanted to be comfortable today.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, we're gonna do this.
Hey, guys.
No, I'm not doing that.
You're not on the camera.
Uh-huh.
Hey guys. I don't like that.
How's your day?
It's alright.
My day
Word.
was so cool. I didn't have to do shit today. I rode around with Austin. It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lazy days at work.
Won't be seeing those for a while.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor old fella.
Yeah. We got another one down at Coke.
Another one
bites the
down.
dust.
Yeah. Justin
And another one gone, and another one gone, and another one bites the dust.
I like that.
So, Jake came to my work today
Gross.
to help me get my toolbox home.
Double gross.
And so when he got there, he expected the toolbox to fit sideways and just like slide into like one of the slots in his Jeep.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
And I was like, dude, that's not gonna fit. Like, we're gonna have to put all the seats down. And he had like fuckloads of like canned food in the back seat. I don't know why.
Like SpaghettiOs.
There was like ragu and then like canned peas and shit.
He doesn't even cook.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or isn't he like trying to cook now or something? I don't know.
I don't know. And then he had one 12-pack of Mountain Dew, just chilling. But so ended up getting it all figured out and loaded up, and we're driving home, like, well, to my house, so we can drop it off here. And I was in the far right lane, getting ready to take the exit, and I thought he was gonna go one exit like further, and then like cycle back around because Jake's an idiot. He went up to me.
Oh.
He was in the far left lane. And there was it was me, there was a school bus in front of me, and Jake was in the far left lane, and then there was a school bus in front of him, like in between that lane and the exit lane.
Uh-huh.
He cuts all the way across all three lanes and had made the school bus slam on its brakes so he could take the exit. We were driving, like, as we got up like to the light at the end of the exit. There's a hair. Got it. He rolls his window down and flips me off because I did something wrong. And I pull up next to him and I roll my window down and he goes, "You guys didn't say shit!" and just like takes off.
Huh.
Yeah.
That sounds like Jacob.
Yeah.
It's a basic Utah driver right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, you're just gonna go one exit further and then he'll come back around." Nope. And then I was like, "You could, like, what if there were kids in there?" He goes, "Nah, there weren't. I checked when I drove past it." I was like, "No, you cut that bitch off. You didn't look when you drove past it."
He's officially one of those people I hate on the road.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
You'd think with him driving a big truck,
You'd
he
think
knows
so.
not to do that.
You'd think so.
Apparently not.
What a dick.
Yeah.
I do have a funny story that happened today.
Yeah.
What happened
I don't
today?
know, that made me remember it. So I had to pick Austin up for the meeting this morning. So I drove him to work, and then I had to take him to his wife's work after work to get his car. And his wife works down in Utah County. And so I dropped him off, and I was going home. But instead of going home, I went back to the warehouse, and I pulled into the warehouse for some reason.
Huh.
And then, like, I turned off my car. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I went home.
I did that
I don't know why I went back to work.
the other day. On Tuesday when I worked like 14 hours. I was supposed to go pick up my kid from her grandpa's, and instead of like taking Bangater, I got like to my neighborhood and I was like, oh yeah. I was so tired. Like
That's pretty
like
bold.
I just kind of like, you know when you're driving and you just kind of like
Autopilot.
Yeah.
You blink and then you're like somewhere.
and then
you're
you're
like, whoa.
I was up near my house and I was like driving past Walmart and I'm like, oh yeah,
I gotta go get my kid.
I'm gonna go that way.
I gotta flip around.
No, I literally made it into the parking lot and parked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
Not even like where I normally park. I parked up in the front.
Huh.
Couldn't tell you
He's-
why.
Autopilot.
Yep.
Autopilot scares me sometimes. You just kind of appear.
Yeah.
Halfway down the road, you're like, I don't remember the last 8 miles.
I had that happen. I was driving home from work one day. It was like 3:30 in the morning, something like that. The job I was working, I had to go in super early and like plow snow and stuff. And I remember getting in my car and then pulling, like getting ready to pull into my neighborhood, but I was driving on the wrong side of the road. So I'd like fallen asleep and then woke up and like realized I was on the wrong side of the road. But all I remember is like getting in my car at work and then waking up, getting ready to turn into my neighborhood, but on the wrong side of the road.
Did you like
Okay.
actually fall asleep, or was it like an autopilot thing?
I don't know, because I legitimately just remember getting in my car and then waking up driving on the wrong side of the road,
Dude, I've fallen.
or like coming to.
I've fallen asleep while driving before. It's scary.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure I have.
I was driving down Bangor after like a long ass day at work. This was like probably like 8 years ago, and I'm like rolling up to the light on Bangor, and like I caught, you catch yourself snoring.
Yeah.
I did that. I was like, and I look up and I was like in 2 lanes and like rolling up to a red light. I was like, oh fuck. And
That's scary.
I was like, I'm just glad it was like 2 in the morning when there was no cars, because that could have been really bad.
Yeah.
I kind of want to fall asleep right now.
It's a bad
I
time.
was gonna say, you look real sad over there, bud.
Are you sad? Or are you just tired?
Both.
You need to go take a nap.
I'm depressed.
There's a couch over there. You could take a nap.
There is a couch down here now.
No, because now it's be like in prison. I don't want to be in prison. There's a cage over there.
I mean, it is about your height, so.
That's a short joke.
Before we get into Chris's news story that he has for us today, just make a quick announcement that the podcast may be going to 1 episode a week for about the
Potentially.
next year, because I might be going back to school to become a barber.
Potentially.
Potentially.
schooling
the
wouldn't work.
podcast
We'll,
thing, not the barber thing. That's
yeah.
happening.
We'll nail down the deets.
Yeah,
We'll get it all figured out, but the
eventually.
schooling schedule won't really work with the way we're kind of doing things now. So it may end up just going to 1 episode a week, which would probably be the Monday episodes. But we'll keep you guys updated on that.
Oh, back to the news.
This just in.
Just well, this was just in like a day or 2 ago, but
This just
Shoot.
yeah, I was on the
old. we just talked about that.
Yeah.
I was on the interwebs.
The
before-
interwebs?
the
So whatever you say is
interwebs.
definitely real.
Yeah, this is definitely a for real
I found
story.
it on multiple actual news sites. So
Was the Onion one of them?
no.
Oh, okay.
So it's like semi-confirmed true, but it was on like CNN and like Fox and all that shit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so we'll see.
Are you done fingering Rodrigo's eye?
No. I like the way it
Anyways.
feels.
I like the way it feels.
So this is a court case of like this guy is divorcing his wife and they're in a custody battle sort of thing. Anyways, it says in Harlan, Iowa, a Kansas man has asked an Iowa judge to let him engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife and her attorney so that he can rend their souls from their bodies. David Ostrom, 40 years old, of Paola, Kansas, said that his wife, Bridget, and her attorney, Matthew, had destroyed him legally. He says the judge has the power to let the parties resolve our disputes on the field of battle legally. David said that
I want to be
trial
friends with this guy.
David said that trial by combat has never explicitly been banned or restricted as a right in the United States. I think I've met hold on. I think I've met
Chris
Mr.
forgot how to
Hudson's
read.
absurdity with his own absurdity. Hudson's the attorney for the wife. Ostrom said, adding that his former wife could choose Hudson as to act as her champion. Hudson, which is the attorney.
The attorney's gonna be like, nah, bitch. I didn't sign up for this shit.
Hudson, which is the wife's attorney, argued in his legal response that because the duel could end in death, such ramifications likely outweigh those of property tax and custody issues. Hudson asked the judge to reject the request of trial by combat. Judge Craig, I don't know how to say his last name. Dresemir
Where is it? Yeah, you're on your own.
said in his own filing Monday that he won't be issuing decisions anytime soon, citing irregularities with both sides. So the judge hasn't even made a decision.
I'm just saying, if you guys are ever gonna get your ass kicked, I'll be your champion.
That's fair. I want to be
Which,
friends with this guy.
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways,
Now I know what I'm doing if I ever get divorced. Challenge you to it.
this was leading me to my next question: is do you think that we should still have trial by combat?
Oh, hell yeah.
I think you should have trial by anything. Why not? Fuck
Could
it.
you imagine that? You're just like, fuck you. Like, we're gonna fight this out.
Yeah.
Whoever wins is right. It doesn't
Imagine
matter
like
if you're
some
right or not.
fucking like Dungeons and Dragons nerds got married and they challenge it to like a fucking game of Dungeons and Dragons.
They bring their dodecahedron or whatever the fuck it's called. I rolled a 12. My power has increased.
And my other question is, what is your weapon of choice for your trial by combat?
The American challenge.
You doing like a duel? The Great American Challenge? You gonna slap him in the face?
I'm gonna smack him real hard with a big black rubbery dildo and just knock him out and stand over them.
He'll
and
brings like a fucking sword and shield, and you just got a big black dildo.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock him out and then just stand over him and just dangle
You're
it.
just like, I used this on your wife.
Do the old school Call of Duty teabag. Yeep, yeep.
You just knock him out, bend him over, and shove it up his ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have to put that in the bylaws? If you win, you get to put the dildo in his ass? Or do you just
I think
do
it's
it?
just implied.
No, see, so what you do is you knock them out and then you shove it in their ass, and then if they take you to court again, you do trial by combat.
Okay. I mean, you could just skip that whole step and just put it in bylaws, but
Scott's
It's not
new
as fun
thing.
as smacking someone in the face multiple times with a giant black dildo.
Scott's new thing is just gonna be trial by combat for everything.
Yeah.
Dibs is out.
He's a
Trial by
Dibs is out.
combat.
rock, paper, scissors is out. He's just gonna carry around a sword. He's like, I get the last spear, and he's like, I'll
Trying to
challenge you
think
for
if
it.
I have anything I could use as a sword.
Carry
Oh,
around
there was
scimitar.
there was another thing in there that I forgot to add in there that he asked for a 6-week delay on the decision so that he'd go buy samurai swords.
That's funny.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, this can't be real. And then I did a quick Google search and found it on multiple news sites, and I was like,
So is
Huh.
it like you can't use like guns?
well, that's what I'm wondering.
Because if you can use guns, then I'm definitely bringing my
Well,
AR.
I'm sure
But
they make an agreement beforehand what they're gonna
yeah,
use,
I mean,
but
if you can use guns, then like
that's what I was wondering. Like, if you guys had to do it, would you do like the old Western duel, or would you,
Like a-
or would you want to use swords, or a big?
I don't even
fucking
know
club?
if I do like a lethal combat. I just do like a if you tap out, you lose kind of thing.
He just wants to
like,
wrestle.
a
if you-
wrestle.
Not necessarily, but like if you give up or whatever. Like if I'm kicking your ass, you're just like, fuck, I quit. Then I
So
win.
like, there's like no limits, but like, you can't kill each other.
I mean, I probably wouldn't do killing. I don't want to kill whoever unless I hate him.
That's fair.
Like if I was getting divorced, and then, you know, I was gonna beat AJ's ass, I'd beat her like with a dildo or something funny.
Yeah, but she would choose a champion. To
Well,
fight
then
for her.
I'd fucking kill him, cause I'm better than he is.
That's it. All marriage disputes, trial by combat from now on.
Yeah. One of us has got to run for governor. We'll put it in the law.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about the least professional looking one here, so I'm out.
I got a hand tattoo and a nose piercing,
I
so
guess you're
I got
up.
you beaten.
Yeah, that's fair.
Your hair grew in real quick.
I know.
Yeah, he said that. He said his hair grows fast.
It does grow fast.
Uh,
It'll be back to normal in like 3 weeks. But I think I'm gonna keep it. I like it like this length, I think, or maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, you don't look as like
I'm gonna try to keep it that way.
brotherhood like
Yeah.
that.
I wish you would just get a fucking tan and tame your eyebrows.
Dude, I love my eyebrows.
Okay, that makes one of you.
That makes one of you.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
And I wish you'd quit shaving your beard. I hate looking at your double chin.
From now on,
He got food in it.
every night's getting food in it just to piss you off.
I mean, you're double chin guy. I don't.
It doesn't.
I will
Double chin
never
like
go
that.
back to like a clean shaven face because I hate my butt chin. So that's why I have facial hairs to hide my butt chin.
Dude, I have a bad butt chin. It also.
It's not as bad as
check
mine.
This out.
Yeah, his is
I can
bad.
make it look like a vagina though.
Can you shut the camera?
Yeah, get up close and personal with the camera.
Hold on. Turn the computer on so I can see it.
Wiggle the mouse.
Yeah, you're going over there. For real.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I figured it out while I was shaving. I had my trimmers and I was kind of doing this. And then I was like,
Turn your head to the left. There you go.
and I was like, oh, that's going on the podcast.
That's
for
going on the podcast.
So you know how when guys shave their head after they've had hair forever and they have like their head's like not tan anymore, like if their whole face. You think like under my beard my face is white?
Mine is like you could like I thought I was just like going gray, but no, it's just
Oh!
I'm really
Oh
white.
my God.
Holy
Thank you.
shit.
So,
Ding.
there it is.
You're welcome.
I'm going to get killed for this and I'm excited. Tawny comes running into the bedroom the other day.
Did she find a gray pube?
She's like, look at this. Do you see this? And she's like moving her head like this. What the fuck am I looking at? Do you not see it? Do you not see it? No. There's a fucking gray hair. So the entire day, she just like going crazy. And she plucked it in the car and set it on the dashboard because she wanted to keep it. That's her first gray hair. So I just kept giving her shit and I'd like look at her randomly and went, I think I see another one. Don't say that. That's not funny. So she spent probably like an hour in the bathroom just like with a fine tooth comb going through her hair. She's like, I found 4 gray hairs.
Who gives a shit?
I've been
Yeah,
finding
she was
gray
like, you've
hair in my
got 7
beard.
of them on just this side of your head. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I've been pulling them out of my beard
Dude,
for
and like,
months now.
isn't that the new hipster thing is to have gray hair?
Yeah, didn't she want to do that? Wasn't she like gonna dye her hair like?
Yeah,
gray
she
or
wanted to
whatever?
do it like the platinum silver.
What's the difference?
Fuck if I know.
Isn't that why they call him a silver fox?
Maybe
I
it's just
guess.
because she can choose that color and not be forced to have it.
Yeah. And then she was like, maybe it's my shampoo because I got shampoo specifically for gray and silver hair. I was
Maybe.
Like, I don't think shampoo's going to like change the color of your hair, but okay.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It could be. I have heard
It's
rumors
a very, very good possibility.
that that happened.
I thought Austin was gonna slap the shit out of me today.
Yeah.
So we did 2 CVS's with 2 different drivers today, and we'd work like different sections of the store. And anytime a song would come on, I'd just start singing at the top of my lungs. He's like, Scott! I'm like, what? Shut the fuck up! I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'd get louder. I'd just be start singing, and I'd come out and I'd be like, singing to him. He'd do one of these.
I don't know this guy. I love
man.
making things awkward in public with people that aren't comfortable with it.
I do too.
And
Yeah,
then just
it's
like
so
staring right at them
It's so funny.
and seeing how long it takes for them to
You're
like,
just like-
act like they don't know you. Or if you like disappear from it, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and then you come back and you just start doing something just fucking retarded, and they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know exactly who I am, bitch.
I don't know this guy.
Jake's fun with that because he gets so uncomfortable so easy in
Mhm.
public.
I know, dude. He's such a wiener.
Yeah,
Jake?
You know what else Jake sucks at?
being in elevators.
Grand Theft Auto, man. He's terrible at Grand Theft Auto.
He's bad at all video games.
Yeah.
he
I've
has-
been playing with him and Brandon and Todd, and he's just bad.
He has no coordination.
I want to get Jake in an elevator again. That shit was hilarious.
We should go find like a super sketch one.
I don't remember
When we were
this.
helping your grandma move. And we got in the elevator, and I think it was just me and you that were in
Yeah.
there. And he was in there with us, and neither one of us knew he was afraid of elevators. And I was like, should I jump and see what it does? And Jake like legitimately started freaking out. He was like, no. He like held onto the railings and like pinned himself in a corner because he was so scared.
It was literally going up 1 floor.
Uh-huh.
There's 2 floors in that building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's fucking terrified of him. It's great.
Oh yeah, where's an elevator in Utah? Let's go.
All over the fucking place.
Let's go.
Dude, there's a sketch ass one at the hospital in Provo.
Let's go.
A freight elevator. That shit you get stuck in all the time.
You ever been in an elevator inside like a school? they're so fucking sketchy.
Wasn't there an elevator at the stupid ass junior high we went to? The brand new one that got built?
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
I never used it.
They're just like cheaply put together because they don't get used very frequently. So it's just like the cheapest elevator you can buy.
Hmm.
And they're so fucking sketchy.
So we're gonna kidnap Jake, shove him in an elevator.
Hit.
That we know is going to get stuck.
Dude, let's take him to like a really tall building and just hit all the buttons.
Yeah,
And then start jumping the whole time.
what we need to do is like go to a building with 4 floors and then put him in the elevator, hit every fucking button, and have everybody posted up on every floor so he can't get out.
Yeah.
So is he like scared of heights too?
I don't know. I don't know if it's heights or if he's just like afraid that he's so fat the elevator is going to go down. Oh, you know what would be even better? If we got him, Mike, and one of us in the elevator, because then there's that added extra weight.
Mhm.
Jake really shit his pants.
We just start shaking it.
I'll go in an elevator with him and Mike. Me and Mike will jump.
That one might scare me. That's a lot of weight.
Come on, it might be fun.
What's the worst thing that happened? Just
Yeah, we
breaks.
just fall to our death. That's okay. Just jump before it hits the ground.
That's how that works.
It works in movies.
All right. New
What you
plan.
want to do is you want to find the escape hatch and then jump just before it hits so you burst through it and you're safe.
Yeah.
You go test this theory. We'll watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
bring a GoPro.
Okay. Is it still here?
Yeah, without an SD card.
Yeah.
Hell
Should
yeah.
Get one of those. Should get one
Nice.
of those. We should actually probably get one before Saturday. Do we
I
need
think
that?
no, because I have
He's got some.
I
I've
got
got one in my GoPro
2 or
too.
3,
Okay.
so it doesn't matter. Plus, I don't think we're gonna need more than one camera.
We'll need 2.
1, 2.
One for a wide shot and then one for
What's in the box?
a view of the actual item in the box,
Oh.
so you can watch their hands.
Oh.
So you can get like their reaction and then watch them fidgeting with the box. Yeah.
So we figured out what we're gonna use for that. Yet?
No, it's up to Mike and Isaac.
No, like not in the box. Like what?
Oh yeah,
actual
no, we'll just get
box.
some like cardboard boxes.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get some that are like deep enough. If not, like we could just go to like U-Haul and buy some for like $5.
Why don't we just use that box right there?
That's way too tiny.
Depends on what you're putting in it.
It need to be something kind of like that
So let's use that box right there.
that holds all the podcast equipment and stuff. I don't want to drill holes in it.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
In case we ever need to move it, everything's in there.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Check.
You get
Check,
Amazon
check.
packages like
Check, check.
once every other day, so
Check,
so
check,
do
check. I haven't had one in a while.
Check your booty.
Haven't been spending money. I'm a broke ass bitch.
Yeah, I'm about to like really cut down on spending money.
I have been doing that.
Scott's a broke ass bitch.
I am a broke ass bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a broke ass bitch here soon. Broker than all y'all's.
Nice.
Good old education.
Yeah.
You know what you could do?
Make fuck
Okay.
tons of money next year.
Here's just a theory. You find a sugar daddy to pay for your school, and you just like, I don't know, give him blowjobs in return.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or-
Scott,
I heard that's
you want to be my
effective.
sugar daddy?
Or send him pictures
I
of your
mean,
feet.
the whole purpose of finding a sugar daddy is supposed to be to find a rich guy. That's not me.
Doesn't have to be rich. He just has to.
Just
like,
someone that's gonna pay for my school. You can
Yeah.
pay for my school
It's true.
Yeah.
He'll give you blowjobs.
in return.
No. No.
Fine. Hey, you want to be my sugar daddy?
I ain't got no money.
I was trying to come up with something that I can't pay for currently, but I can pay all my bills. But that's really it right now.
He has this thing with his checking account.
Yeah, see, I
See,
got
the
a
way my
checking,
bank account's set
and I
up.
got a savings. If I put the money in my savings, it takes like 7 years. So
7 years. It takes like 7 years before we can pull it out.
sorry.
Saving money would be so much easier if it was that way.
Seriously, you just never touch it. I would just
No, like if you weren't
wow.
allowed to touch it, like if you put money in there and it's like, oh well, you can't like take this amount out for
That
a
should be
year.
so hard for me. Every time I put money in savings, I feel guilty. I just put
That's,
that much in, so I pull it back out.
It's called a CD.
Yeah, but like you actually have to sign up for that. I'm just saying, like if all savings accounts were like that,
Oh, the way I do it,
if
He's
you
He's got a check-in.
checkings
Yeah.
and a
He's got a
savings.
savings.
I do have this. Like for real though, I have a checking and I have a savings, but the savings is at a different bank and it takes like 3 days to transfer. And so it's harder to take out because it takes 3 days. You can't just pull it out.
Okay, Kevin, calm down.
Oh fuck, that was way too great.
It's a true story though.
Oh fuck,
Oh, yeah,
that's funny.
got him.
Hell yeah. You see the way his bank account set up. Exactly.
It's actually 2 bank accounts.
See, what happens is he's got a checking and he's got a savings.
Or you just invest it, then you can't do it without selling it.
That's true. I do
And
that.
it gains money,
Yeah, I do that.
hopefully.
But no, like I'm just saying, like if every savings account was like a CD, where you're not
Yeah.
allowed to touch it for like a year, then
Yeah.
then you'd
The
forget
oth-
about it,
the other
and then you just
problem-
wouldn't care.
The other problem with CDs is you have to put the whole lump sum in there at once. You can't
Yeah.
just like keep adding to it.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Because I was looking into this, but there's like my savings account has the same interest rate as CDs, so except I can pull it out.
Giggity.
Giggity. Scott's like, I have a checking account.
Well, I have a checking and a savings, and the way mine works is I can put it in and pull it right back out.
Which is what
It
he
doesn't-
does.
it doesn't
He gets
take
his
3 days.
paycheck, he puts it in his savings, and then the next day, when he wants to spend it, he pulls it back out.
No, I always put like a couple hundred in savings, and then I feel guilty, and then or I just want to buy something later. I'm like, hey, I'll use my savings. Why not? Because then my checking account stays large.
I just forget that I have a savings account.
I don't.
No, like I don't think about it, so I don't pull the money out.
Oh, I always just think about putting money in it. I don't take money out of it if I don't have to.
I might have to soon.
Like the only reason that it comes out of the savings is literally for like my mortgage or a car payment,
Yeah.
if I have to.
Hey, can I borrow $10,000?
Yeah,
Not that kind of money.
I'll lend you $10,000 if
Yeah.
you pay me $50,000 back.
See, what I was offering is for you to just give me $10,000.
Well, I'm offering a loan.
But you said borrow?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you loan it to me, and I'll pay it back.
With interest.
With interest.
Okay, I'll pay it back, but I get like a 90-year loan on there.
I'll give you
That's
a
a
90.
lot of interest there, bud.
Yeah, I won't be alive in 90 years.
I'll give you a 90-day loan with 100% interest.
Oh.
Damn, that's a good deal.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
How much do you want?
$10,000. Psych. You should be a banker
I was gonna say,
or like a loan
I
specialist.
have a $10,000 credit card.
No, I just want somebody to give me $10,000.
Don't we all?
Sugar daddy.
You want to go on the hunt?
I
Yeah.
think there's
We
like
can
an
go on the
app or a
prowl.
website to find sugar daddies. My wife was telling me about it.
Bro,
Let's go on
I'm
the
just
prowl.
saying, I'm not gay, but 10K is 10K.
Well, it's not gay if it's over 10K.
I'll suck someone's toe for 10K. That's a fucking lie.
I'll
I
let
won't.
someone look at my toe for 10K.
Maybe if it's like heavily dosed in like whipped cream and chocolate syrup.
Shit,
I'll
fuck
think
it.
about it.
I'll pull out all 10 toes for 10K. $1,000 a toe.
He can count.
How do you?
Yay.
I mean, technically, my 2 pinky toes are like this big. So that's like half a toe.
So that's 9K.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I'll still do it.
that's not as many Ks. Sorry, but
It's still 9, though. I'll take 9Ks. You can have 10. I'll take 9.
That's fair.
I could do some shit with 9K.
Me too.
what are you gonna buy with your 9K?
My debt.
You're gonna buy your debt,
Yeah, it's going to be gone. I'm going to buy it.
so you're going to get rid of your debt.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm going to buy it.
Well, that's not as exciting. You're supposed to buy like
Well, I'd have
a
like
cool car or something.
$3,000 left over.
But 9K?
Yeah,
Who the fuck buys a cool car for 9K?
dude, $9,000 down is a lot.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
like as a down payment?
Yeah, you
Oh,
get
yeah.
a badass car.
I thought you meant just like spend 9K on a car and like that's it.
I put $5,000 down on my truck. Should have did more.
I don't remember what I put on mine. Either of mine. something.
I didn't put shit down on mine, but that's because it's a lease.
Yeah.
Would have been stupid to put money down.
Pay it down?
No.
Oh.
You can.
I've never.
That way it like
leased
lowers
a car.
your payment and stuff and what you owe on it, but we didn't. Yeah. And then we turned around and sold her car. And then like 3 months later, the girl messaged us back and was like, hey, my boyfriend bought me a car. Can I return this one? No.
Nah, bro.
After 3 months.
That's not
You'd be
how
like,
this works, bud.
Sorry, there's a 30-day return policy.
Yeah, I have a 3-hour return policy. Sorry, you missed it.
I got a 30
Was it
second
like
return
it was
policy.
a private sale?
Yeah.
Did
They
you
met
know
us
him?
here. No. She posted it on KSL. They met us here. They test drove it. And
Dude.
they bought it. And then like 3 months later, they're like, hey, can we return
Do
it?
they really expect you to still have that money by then?
Yeah, fuck,
Like,
I guess.
you're probably using that money for a down payment for another car.
Yeah.
I
People are
hope that
stupid.
person listens to this podcast one day. And then she's like, hey, that was me.
I'm famous.
I'm that idiot.
That's actually pretty funny.
Hey,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah. Hey,
Can you
bud.
put your menthol in my tank?
I like where this is going.
Yeah,
That'll
me
be
too.
10K.
That'd be nice.
That'll be 10K, bud.
Okay, go ahead. I'll get on it.
I'll get on it.
Yeah.
I don't have much left.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to be that guy.
I'm getting kind of sick of it. So,
Tight. I'll be that guy.
dude, I took a big old pull off of it earlier. Gave me brain freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
I forgot I
there's,
cranked the wattage up, and it made my head hurt.
There's new gamer fuels out. Don't waste your time.
Okay.
They're both gross.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, you're out of juice.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
That means I can try the peach one now.
I will not waste my time.
Yeah, they're not very good.
I haven't been drinking the sodas.
Well, I just had to try them because I saw them and I'm like, hey, I'll try those.
I've cut back on soda a lot.
Those are the first I've had in like
All I've
3
had
weeks.
is water and coffee in the last month.
You don't even like coffee.
I know.
He drinks it every morning.
But I need caffeine somewhere, and I don't want to drink energy drinks because they make me feel like shit.
Coffee makes me shit.
Coffee
Real
also
hard.
makes me shit.
Coffee doesn't make me shit.
It makes me poop so hard. So if I'm like waking up in the morning, I'm like, I don't really want to do anything at work. I'll just drink. I'll chug coffee before I leave,
Oh.
and then I'll take a massive shit when I get to work.
Speaking of that, there was another article. Some in the UK, they're wanting to put in slanted toilets.
Oh, so you don't spend as much time on the
Yeah.
toilet? Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck that.
"Are you serious?" Because apparently it will become uncomfortable after like 5 minutes, and so people will
Imagine if
stop
they
sitting
just
in there.
like the company was like, yeah, we'll install it, and then they like install it backwards so that it was more comfortable for you. You just like lean
You're just
against the
kicking
back
a
of it.
Like,
And you're in a more like optimum position for the poo to just slide out, so it's like a more comfortable poo while you're more comfortable.
dude, if I saw a
be
toilet
great.
like that at work, I'd be like, I'm gonna go shit at home. Like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
That burrito made me shit real bad this morning.
Nice.
We had a stupid meeting at work.
I had a Beto's burrito for lunch yesterday. Pooed real hard.
I want an RC car today.
Have you drove it yet?
No.
Oh.
I'll find it for you and show it to you.
Is it an expensive one?
$300.
Is it a Traxxas?
I don't know.
It's an RC car. Duh.
Traxxas makes a trophy truck car, and it's real cool.
Are you gonna buy one?
They're like $400.
That didn't answer my question.
Yes, it did.
Shit, I don't have $400. Not till you start doing the snippety
Oh,
snippety.
here it is.
Correct.
It's that one.
Huh.
I got that for free.
Does it drift?
Yeah, I
It
think so.
literally
I
says
assume
drift
so.
right there. I
Yeah,
didn't see
That's why I
that.
assume so.
Hell yeah.
Austin got
How'd you win it?
that was in
Raffle.
a drawing.
Sick.
I
Did
didn't
you win anything?
No.
Pussy.
I've never.
You're not sucking
I've-
enough dick.
I've never won anything.
I won a 55-inch TV at my wife's Christmas party the first year she was there. That was cool.
Austin got that one.
Oh, that's way cooler.
I know.
You suck.
I know.
Yours is more expensive, but that one's way cooler.
I know. I know.
He knows.
I know.
He knows.
I know.
Knows.
Like, oh my god.
Did you know?
Have you seen the gas-powered RC cars?
Yeah.
Those things are fucking sweet.
We used
That-
to have one.
The
when I was
battery
a
for
kid.
that thing is like this thick and like this fucking long. The thing's huge.
When I was a teenager,
like,
I had
dildo.
That's what she said.
I had an electric one, and my cousin had a gas powered one.
Dude, they're fast.
Yeah, his was like a truck though, and mine was like a race car.
One of my old jobs, this guy, his hobby was like building RC cars and shit. He'd go and buy them, and then he'd take and replace all the plastic components, like the swing arms and shit, with metal ones, so that they were more durable. And it just snowed, and we built jumps and shit. We built like a little track out of the snow because we didn't have anything to do at work. So we were just racing his little RC car around the place we worked, and I jumped it over a fence and it got stuck because it was like one of those electric fences that you had to like put a pin in, and the motor on it got froze, and it had barbed wire along the top, so we couldn't get it back for a while. Yeah,
Was he mad?
he thought it was funny
Oh,
because
that's
he
good.
didn't think, he's like, this is gonna go one of two ways. Either I'm gonna get it back and it's gonna be totally fine because I just replaced everything, or I'm gonna get it back and it's gonna be broken because I fucked something up when I was replacing it. And I was like, you're welcome for letting you learn this early before you take it out somewhere. And then
Scott's thinking really hard right now.
he had a rock crawler that he had built from scratch. Like he bought all the parts and everything himself, and he brought it, and we built the little like rock crawling path out of a bunch of different like boulders and shit that were around the work. That was cool. It was fun.
That sounds like fun.
I didn't hear a word you fucking said. I was busy.
He was thinking real hard. I could see it.
He's talking to Austin about trading RC cars because the other one's way cooler.
No, I'm actually figuring out how I want to run my day tomorrow.
From
Optimize,
start,
optimize my
finish.
time.
you're doing that on the podcast?
Well, I wasn't interested in your story, so
Wow.
sorry.
All right. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. 2-man podcast.
He's the one that brings up the fucking RC cars, and we start talking about it. He's like, I don't give a shit.
I've never driven one. I don't know how cool they are yet.
You've never driven an RC car?
Did you
No.
not have a childhood?
No, it's in the box.
You're
I-
missing out
I
on
didn't drive
life.
it.
RC
Shit's
cars
so
are fun as
Yeah,
fuck.
they are.
Me and Austin were gonna race ours in the parking lot this morning, but they made us go to work
Why didn't you take them to one of your stops?
because we put them in my car.
Well, that was dumb.
They had to be charged.
So how are you going to race them in the parking lot?
We didn't think of that. I don't know, man. We were just making fun knees, saying we were gonna go do that.
You were
instead.
making fun knees?
Yeah. And then they said no, go to work. Bummer.
Yeah, they're
That
like
could have been work.
They expect us to like make them money and shit for some reason.
For real.
That's dumb.
I don't know. That's what I said.
Why would I want to do that?
They're like, that's not our job.
You should tell them you got to spend money to make money. And when
Yeah.
they ask what do you mean about that, say, give me a fucking raise.
You say
Tree fitty.
Tree fitty.
you gotta race cars to make money, bitch.
You got to charge these batteries, and then you got to race them to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually have to charge them or not.
He's just
Nerd.
making
Did
shit
you
up.
just lie to me?
Yeah.
Chris, where can they find
You
us?
son of a
I'm sick of
bitch.
asking this guy.
Damn it.
Well,
I had a good one.
You see, Patrick,
Ah!
we can watch it on the YouTubes,
Yeah, we can.
You let
Yep.
me down.
At Dems to Rules podcast.
Yeah.
and then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
All that is
Snapchat,
Dems to Rules, except for Instagram. That is DDR podcast.
and then we got some podcasting apparatuses.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher,
and shit.
and anywhere else you can find a podcast, as far as we know. If you listen to podcasts anywhere besides those and you somehow found us, let us know
Cool.
if we're not on there.
That'd be neat.
Neato.
Anything else you guys want to add?
Subscribe.
Attaboy.
Hit the little bell icon so you know every time we go live.
And don't forget to like.
And share.
And tell your friends.
And tell your mom. Your mom probably likes this podcast.
She probably wears thong underpants too.
Kick ass,
Yeah.
we'll go.
Ask her if she likes to party.
I like to party.
She can find us at totallyawesome.com.
/we roll.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.